Yo, 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 what's up? What's up? I am just here to give my very quick thoughts on this trailer. I already watched it, obviously. Did a video on it earlier. Just give my quick thoughts. We just run through the little stuff in the trailer. I pretty much want to get this done so I can get back to watching The Flash. Yeah. But yeah, so this is the Black Panther Wakanda Forever official trailer. As you guys know, it's still recast T'Challa all day, every day over here. Some of y'all may not agree with it. Some of y'all might, oh man, K Dot, your recast T'Challa is like useless, blah blah blah. It's pointless. No point in saying it no more, blah blah blah. Nah, I still recast T'Challa all day, every day. At the end of the day, no matter what, because this is the most popular black hero that Marvel has. One of the most popular black superheroes in general. And he should be, handled a lot better. Should be given opportunities that the other characters we are exposed to have gotten. And we not get that. We may not get that for a while. Who knows when Marvel Studios is going to reboot? I don't know when they're going to reboot. Honestly, I don't think they should reboot. Just drag this shit on as long as you can. But, we ain't going to see nothing from the main T'Challa for a while. As you guys know, I do not want no variant of T'Challa. Just like how I wouldn't want there to be a variant of Tom Holland Spider-Man in the MCU because he's a Spider-Man, so he should be Spider-Man. I don't want to see Toby come and take his spot. Even though I want to see Toby take his spot, I don't want to see these characters get their spot taken because Multiverse. Because honestly, Multiverse, we know that shit's just an excuse to do whatever you want. It's the reason we get stuff like Dark Knight Returns and stuff. RJ, the Marvel Maniac, said the movie looks fire. Visually, it does look dope. It does. You should really read the EW article. I thought they explained their reasoning for telling this story this way beautifully. I mean, I don't think it's anything beautiful. Because look, if those leaks about it are true, whoo, this movie is getting destroyed. Well, I'll be violating this movie. Other people are gonna like it, obviously, but if them leaks is true about how they handled T'Challa's death, ooh, nah. Fire trailer for recast T'Challa. Facts, recast that T'Challa. K-Dot stops that foolishness. T'Challa isn't important as a Black Panther. Come on, man. Nah. He's the first Black Panther. He's heavily important. Terrell, language, please. We don't, nobody going at it in the chat. Please, no comments like that towards anybody in the chat. Danny is a good friend of mine. We all respect everybody's opinions over here. But nah, T'Challa is very important Black Panther. You don't get everything else tied to Black Panther without T'Challa as Black Panther. Just like with Bruce Wayne as Batman. Everything else related to Bruce Wayne as Batman is nothing without Bruce Wayne Batman being like the centerpiece. You don't get Gotham without Bruce Wayne's Batman. You don't get Wakanda and all this other extra lore without T'Challa setting it all up with all the stories he's done. He is heavily important. Just as Clark Kent is important to Superman, Peter Parker is important to Spider-Man. It's all important. Now, Shuri is Black Panther. That ain't important because the last time her Black Panther run happened was like, 2015? And she was, Black Panther for like 4 comics just filling in. Look, personally, this is me, right? I want T'Challa to have an arc. Because mind you, I like the MCU. But man, we had to sit through a lot of years of some characters I did not like seeing. Scott Lang's Ant-Man, Thor, Hulk, all these fucking characters with their hideous writing. And T'Challa can't even get a good arc. Let me detail you guys T'Challa's arc in the MCU. Black Panther 1, he almost dies. Black Panther Infinity War, he dies. Black Panther 2, dead again. He's has more cameos than he has full-length appearances. Like they barely gave him anything in these in this MCU as we got it. Like I said, even with the short time we had him, I still like Chadwick Boseman's T'Challa. Sure, they have slightly changed him from his comic version. He's not as intelligent as his comic version, and his combat skills is not on par with his comic version. Different, but I still like this version because I like Chadwick Boseman as an actor, and I liked his take on T'Challa. But I want to see his T'Challa still continue no matter what. Because I'm totally fine with Shuri taking up the mantle. But it is too soon for her to be taking up the mantle. Way too soon. Too soon. This movie is equivalent of making Falcon Captain America and Winter Soldier. None of us would have fucked with that. If they made Falcon Captain America and Winter Soldier, none of us would have fucked with that shit because we went like, what the hell? Like, nah, Steve ain't done what you doing with his story. Like, nah. It's good that Falcon is Captain America now. Even though I call him Falcon, he's Captain America, but they gave Steve an arc. I'm okay with Steve departing now. Preferably, I would want Steve to stay. Preferably. I would love Steve to be dragged out for all these years. I would love it. But he did get a 10-year arc, and I'm okay with how they sent him off. He had 10 years. They made a story. They're really good with Steve. Now we got a new person's Captain America. It's Falcon. I'm totally fine with it. You at least gave this character an arc. You gave this character an arc and did something with it. T'Challa doesn't have one. This character is about to die, and shit. Hulk probably has a better arc than T'Challa at this point. Like, come on. The white heroes got a better arc than fucking T'Challa. It's crazy. Namor is the only good thing about the trailer. Oh, look, let me go to the Namor. Let me show some love. I'll say this. Namor, the way they're doing his abilities and stuff, I like it. They got his little ugly wings. These nasty ass wings. Look at his nasty freaking bird wings. His chicken feathers. Them nasty little weak chicken feathers. He doing this thing. Visually, this looks great. Huge step up from the first movie. Kevin Feige realized like, yo, I need to actually put faith into Black Panther and not half-ass it. Black Panther to me still is a good movie. The third arc of that film visually takes a huge catapult, but it is still a great film. It's just that third act of the movie visually is not that appealing. But it looks like Kevin Feige learned from his mistakes and was like, yo, let's put all our money into this. Like, let's actually, put effort. Put effort into making it, stand on par with the other MCU films. The whole movie is based on grief and how the world in Wakanda carries on the legacy of T'Challa is integral to the story. T'Challa is part of the story and world still. It's his shadow. But that's the thing, RJ. I don't want it to be his shadow. I don't want this to be a funeral. Like Black Panther 2, you start where we started Black Panther 1. This is not how Black Panther 2 should be. This isn't how this should be. Now, I understand why it is this way, but it shouldn't be this way. Like in this MCU lore, it shouldn't even be this way. It should be a movie starring T'Challa. Like, we shouldn't even be killing T'Challa off this soon as a character in this MCU. And I don't even know why they rushing it, right? Because we didn't rush the Infinity Saga, right? We waited 10 years to get the Thanos. What's the rush? Because, Kevin Feige is, when the MCU is literally founded on using, like, characters that people don't really care about. The little people. In this meantime, they can pump out Elektra, Ghost Rider, Luke Cage, Blue Marvel, a whole bunch of Marvel characters, whole bunch that they can just pump out in the meantime. Give this movie time and give the recast time, like 3 to 5 years. It's no rush because they're going to drag this out for another 10 years, probably even more. Kevin Feige might pass this on to his son and say, "Hey, son, take over and continue my movies for me." Like, they're going to drag this shit out. And it's no need to rush. Like, they're rushing when they don't need to because they have all the time in the world. There's literally no rush to do this. Hey, SJ, go watch My Hero Academia Season 6. Probably. I kind of jumped off of My Hero Academia, Philip. I'm not feeling My Hero. I'm not feeling it. The movie's all about the world, country, and characters T'Challa loved and protect have to deal with this tragedy and protect Wakanda the way T'Challa would. They're killing off his character off screen. How's this carrying his legacy? Movie looks good, but it's missing T'Challa. Yeah, like I can honestly, I can agree. This shit looks good. Like, it looked good. It looks great. I will not take away the fact that this movie visually looks amazing. And let me say this real quick. How dare this man walk up on sexy ass Angela Bassett this way? Hold up. I need to talk some shit to Namor real quick. Namor, don't walk up on this beautiful black queen like this, man. Look at him creeping on Angela Bassett. Man, she whooped Ike Turner's ass. You don't think she gonna fuck your ass up? Trash. Get Namor up out of here. You think he's slick? Look at that. Trying to move up on Angela Bassett like he finna get some or something. She ain't finna give you none. But nah, Angela Bassett, she looks great. She looks great. For her age, she still looks amazing. She still looks beautiful. Honestly, if the MCU was like planned out earlier, like a long time ago, like way before 2008, shit, she could have been our Storm. I'm talking about like back in the 90s, like that far up. If they actually decided to do something like this back in the day, Angela Bassett would have been an amazing Storm. The decision Tyler made at the end of the first movie is carrying over and is being treated as a huge part of the story, which I'm totally fine with. But they should be doing this with T'Challa. They should be doing it with him, regardless of anything. And ideally, yes, T'Challa should have a long arc, but he did have a character arc and a really important one in the first Panther movie, learning how to be a leader and deciding the future of Wakanda. Namor and Atuma are the reasons why I'm interested in this movie. I mean, Namor, preferably, I'm at the point where I just wish they just gave Namor an origin movie instead. Like, just do a Namor origin solo movie. I think you can do a Namor movie where he stands alone on his own, because Atuma is his villain. You literally have the movie be about Namor versus Atuma. Initially, I believe he is going to fight Atuma in this movie. By the end of it, I believe Shuri and him will team up and they're going to go head up with Atuma. But, at this point, he should have just made a Namor origin movie, honestly. Because this is a story you should definitely be doing with T'Challa. Like, look, the MCU prides itself on, be doing stuff different from the comics. But hell, this shit ain't even comic accurate at this point. Like, bruh, T'Challa's supposed to be here in this story. Like, I'm not saying it needs to be 100% accurate, but T'Challa needs to be here in this story. This war is literally with T'Challa in it. If you go into the comics and shit, but whatever. I'm not saying it needs to be 100% accurate. I'm just saying, like, damn, be slightly accurate. At least. Who said they're recasting Ross? That ain't official. LOL. If they recast Ross, that's going to make the whole we're not going to recast T'Challa thing look bad, like on Feige's part. Because look, I'm not saying Ross is on the level of T'Challa. He's not. Totally different characters, but you're dealing with actors who have died in their roles, And mind you, we're talking about dead people at this point. But and in my opinion, I think death should be handled in a very specific way. It's not just willy nilly shit. I mean, it should be handled in a caring way. It shouldn't be no picking and choosing. It should be something that happens consistently. Honestly, this energy they have for not recasting T'Challa, do the same thing for Ross too. Hey, got to find a way to respect these actors. But if they decided, hey, we're going to recast, if they came to a consistent decision, like we're not going to recast or we are going to recast our actors if they die in these roles, I'm down with either or. I just want something consistent. When it comes to death and you picking and choosing and stuff, nah. That's the stuff I can't really get with, like picking and choosing with death and stuff. No. This movie is honoring Chadwick's legacy. Tell me how this honoring his legacy when you're killing off T'Challa. Like how? Again, they were painted in a difficult corner and made a decision they felt was right. You should really read the W article. Coogler said after Chadwick passed, he almost quit making movies, period. Well, that's why I said, like, Feige and them all made a emotional decision too fast. They all made that, and that's on Feige and Nate Moore's. That's their fault. They should have not made an emotional decision so quick. Because personally, me, right, I can't make decisions when I'm, I can't make a lot of decisions and be emotional about it. Because I already know if I'm like super, and I'm not saying having emotions isn't bad. Having emotions isn't bad. But let's say, for example, right, let's say you got to make a decision, right? You got to make a decision on, what type of car you going to get, right? You're going to choose a car that's, fuel efficient, make the maintenance is cheap, or, you in the moment, you get, you see this hot rod of a car right here. You all happy and giddy and stuff. And, you can't really control yourself. You got, oh my gosh, you can either get a Honda Accord. No. All right. You have option of a Toyota Corolla 2018 or a Ferrari, right? When you get either one for free. You get a choice of one. Either one is for free. Either one is for free. And when you see it, you're gonna be happy. You're like, oh my gosh, you're gonna be happy. But like, what's the right decision you should be making? Should you be getting the fuel efficient one that's cheaper? Maintenance is gonna be cheap, or getting this Ferrari that's gonna be, pretty expensive if it breaks down. You want to make that right decision with a level head. You don't want to make a decision like that and not sit back and chill and think. Personally, me, just wait. Just wait. It's no rush. I'm young. And that's the thing. I'm young. I know all the older people, they're going to want stuff to happen a lot sooner because they're older. But I'm young. Like, I can wait, bro. The MCU is probably going to be alive when I'm 50. It's no rush. I don't know why they're rushing stuff. Just chill. Because think about it, guys. How would y'all feel if in Spider-Man Far From Home, Miles Morales became Spider-Man? How would y'all feel? How would y'all feel? Be honest. How would you feel if Miles Morales became Spider-Man Far From Home? We'd all have some issue with it. Because it's like, damn. This quick. Like, we barely seen you do anything with Spider-Man. Like, finish up his story. And then give us Miles Morales as Spider-Man someday. But not now. Someday. Could have been done another way and still honor. Yeah, like, I just think they rushed it. That's all. They just rushed it. But let's look at the rest of this trailer. Oh, another thing in this trailer, if you guys missed it, they are using the Civil War helmet to they're using the Civil War helmet to, I guess put in his casket and stuff. And I think the only reason why is because this helmet is actually something physical you can move around and touch and hold, and his suit and 2018, the Black Panther is literally inside that necklace. So, I think they're gonna have obviously bury him with his necklace, his suit, and this helmet, put it on the casket as it goes down into the ground, or if they sink it into the water. I don't know how they do their funerals, but however they do their funerals, But yeah, it's interesting that they're using the Civil War helmet. It's very interesting. Superboy, they are rushing it. Superboy, they're rushing it. Ain't no way you do a Black Panther 2 and you already make sure you Black Panther. That is rushing it. That is rushing it like crazy. That is rushing. It's rushing. That is rushing. They just sped past T'Challa's so many stories of T'Challa. We're not even going to get T'Challa versus the Fantastic, bruh. We're not going to get T'Challa versus the Fantastic. Oh my gosh. We're not even finna get that shit. We're not going to get T'Challa and that moment when T'Challa was fucking with the Fantastic Four. Not even going to get that shit. Right. We're going to get a variant T'Challa someday. I don't want that shit. I'm okay with seeing a variant, but I don't want them to take a variant and put him into the main story. Like, nah, you killed him off, kill him off. If you're going to give us a variant, do it in like a Secret Wars cross, like No Way Home. They brought back Toby and Andrew. They didn't fully bring back Toby and Andrew to have them be in full appearances and give them movies and stuff. They're just back temporarily. If you're gonna have a variant, bring them back for temporary stuff. But even then, like, that's just crumbs. That's crumbs. That's crumbs. The multiverse is crumbs. It's just a little taste of this different thing over here. That's what the multiverse is. It's just crumbs. It's like, oh my gosh, you got this version of T'Challa that's, that can do this. But it's just crumbs. You're not going to ever really get it. You just get crumbs. It's a tease. Once they agree with you, they let their emotions rule their planning, and like most things, like most of this, not. Yeah, they don't. They don't. I think I already signed that petition. Oh, wait. I think I already signed that petition. Let me see. Let me bring out this link. Chadwick Boseman brother voices, and look, even the brother coming in clutch. Shouts out to the brother. Derek Boseman. Shouts out Derek Boseman. But yeah, I mean, I already knew the brother has been heavily for a recast of T'Challa. Like, he's been for it. Because like I said, the character is far more important in this context of Marvel and the world, for Black people, for Marvel fans, for comic fans. Because like I say, you guys, I mean, who else we got? Like, we got War Machine, No Legs, and Falcon. He cool. He aight. But they not T'Challa, bro. They're not T'Challa. They're not. They're not him. But but like I say, I don't even really feel like they consulted with the family on how they would feel about it. Because if the brother's saying this, I wonder what the rest of the family feels about it. Like I said, Kevin Feige and Namor, they said they came to a decision. Not saying the family's opinion fully matters, but hey, they are handling his character. You're reaching out. No drama in the movie lasts 50 plus years. Comic book movie is going to run its course. It's may last another 10 years and it will die out. I don't know, Danny. People high off that MCU. Or you know what? Let me give Danny a drop. He did drop that $4.99. We're going to give him a drop. Danny, I'm going to give you some. I'm going to throw you some She-Hulk. She-Hulk, throw it down on my man. So it's in that dress. If that's going to be the only time she twerks in this show, man, this show gets a 0 out of 10, man. But You're reaching now. No, trust me, Danny. The MCU fans, they will allow the MCU to live on for another 10,000 years if they got to. These MCU fans are persistent. See, DC fans, they gave up on DC. They let DC die a little bit in these movies. But the MCU fans, that's a different type of fandom. They're like Star Wars fans. Star Wars fans, even if Star Wars fucks up, they not gonna let Star Wars die out. They won't let it die. They won't allow it to die because their love for it is that strong. The MCU is taking all these young people and poisoning them so they can continue their propaganda for years to come. The MCU will live on after I die. I'm gonna live to be 90 years old, and I'm gonna still be hearing Kevin Feige's hologram promoting the next MCU movie. It is going to be a horrible future for me hearing Kevin Feige's hologram saying, "Yay, Captain America 82 is coming to a theater near you. Enjoy." It's happening, y'all. These MCU fans, they will allow this stuff to go on forever. She-Hulk booty looking good. She better twerk in that dress in that upcoming episode. Like, she better twerk. I'm sorry. I need something to keep me invested in She-Hulk, and I need her to, twerk again. Black Adam is trash. Now Superboy. Black Adam looks like peak cinema. Don't be slandering Black Adam. I respect everyone's take on this, even if I disagree. I think the movie would be fire and justifies choices, but if other people don't rock with it, that's fine too. And look, I think in these cases, right, and mind you, they're slightly different, but very similar. Both actors died in their roles of the movies. Mind you, one of them was in the process of filming, and the other one didn't film yet. So that's where it's slightly different. But I think the way Vin Diesel tackled handling Brian's character, who is a very big part of the Fast and Furious lore, well, the Fast and Furious movies, is how you should handle it. Even the way they handled Dumbledore with Harry Potter. Because you can't do Harry Potter without Dumbledore. If you did Harry Potter without Dumbledore, you'll be changing so much stuff up that it's like, damn. And not even just changing it up. The fact you need Dumbledore as a character. Because you need him to have that relationship with Harry to push Harry as a character. I think those are the best ways we've seen this situation happen and how they carry it on. Personally, and like I say, it depends on the franchise too. For example, The Dark Knight, right? Heath Ledger died before The Dark Knight came out. Now, Heath Ledger's Joker should have been in Dark Knight Rises because canonically he didn't die. But do I fault Nolan for not recasting and, putting him in the movie like he should have? Nah, I understand why he didn't. But then again, I'm like, well, it's a trilogy. It's only going for like 3 movies. It's not like it's a long, big franchise that they're trying to do. So I can see why he didn't need to include him. But technically, Heath Ledger's Joker should have been in Dark Knight Rises because he wasn't killed at the end of The Dark Knight. He should have been out with Bane, literally causing crime and havoc in Gotham and stuff. But these unfortunate circumstances, Heath Ledger passed and stuff. She-Hulk is a whack show, which makes me angry because the trailers were good. It disrespects source material, especially the blood transfusion origin. Estimates such a disappointment. She-Hulk for me, I just gave up on it at episode 4, you guys. I jumped off at episode 4. The first episode of She-Hulk, I was really giving a chance, but just seeing the way they wrote Wong as a character, I was like, 4 and 5 have 4, 5, and 6 probably have just the most boring plots in general. It is filler just to fill in the gaps in between, but the plot's just boring. But like I say, for me with She-Hulk, if the comedy was like actually good for me, for what I think is a good comedy, I would totally I totally would have gave a lot of the plots a pass because it's so funny. This comedy, because the comedy should be funny, but She-Hulk's just not funny enough to get me past the plots in the episodes that I'm watching, especially 4, 5, and 6. Like episode 4. Episode 4 could have been a really good episode if it was like consistently funny, you know? But his episode of Wong, um, his episode of Wong having to go to a American court, a US court to deal with somebody who has a sling ring and he's a sorcerer supreme. And I'm like, dude, just take the sling ring and go home. Why are you going to court? Now, I understand it's a comedy, they do some goofy full of shit. But his goofy full of shit would have been great if the show was funny for me, but it wasn't. That's where I dip out at. Like, if you're gonna be a comedy, be a comedy. Be funny. Make me laugh. That's why I wasn't really messing with Thor 4. Like if Thor 4 was actually funny, I would have probably forgave a lot of the stuff they did in Thor 4. Still, I don't like the tonal shift they did with Thor, but you're a comedy, be that, make me laugh, and you got me. Everybody Hates Chris is a comedy. It's a sitcom, just like She-Hulk. But Everybody Hates Chris is funny. That shit is fucking funny. Probably every scene in Everybody Hates Chris in each episode, you're gonna laugh. You're gonna chuckle, but you're gonna laugh. You're gonna be bursting out loud. Hearing Julius talk about, hearing Julius be cheap as hell. Rochelle spending all his money, all that. But it's not funny to me. It's not funny. If it was funny, I would totally give a lot of that stuff a pass. But it's not funny. When you're trying to be something, like if you're trying to be a drama, something scary, or a comedy, if you can't even meet your major requirement of what you're being for me, then the rest of it is irrelevant. Jeepers Creepers Reborn, right? This shit is supposed to be a horror movie, right here. Let me show y'all this masterpiece of a film. This masterpiece of a film is supposed to be a horror movie. It's supposed to be a horror movie, but it's not. This shit is garbage. It's not even scary. It's funny. It's a comedy. This movie right here is a fucking comedy. It's not trying to be a comedy, but it's a comedy. It is so bad. The movie is funny. It's supposed to be scary. I'm supposed to be scared out of my mind. I'm supposed to be like damn near, I should be almost pissing in my pants. I should be scared. But it fails to even be what it's trying to be, a horror movie. I walked out of this movie not scared. That's insane. But also, it's a trash movie, too. This movie's trash. It's trash. Y'all should watch it, though, if y'all want a good laugh. Jeepers Creepers Reborn, that shit's mad. It's funny. It's funnier than Jeepers Creepers 3. And Jeepers Creepers 3 is like, whew, that's some shit. Like I say, I respect everybody's opinion on, this whole recast T'Challa thing. Like I say, recast T'Challa, or if you're not recast T'Challa, I respect everybody's opinion on it. Either way, Kevin Feige's, his plans is already set. But still, for me, it doesn't change. Like I say, me personally, I won't be financially funding this movie. Not saying me not financially supporting is going to make a big impact. It's just what I'm doing personally, because I don't fully support it. That's just me. I don't fully support it. That's all. So I'm not going to financially support it. I'm going to watch it because I watch every MCU product. I'm watching She-Hulk and I'm not paying for it. I watched Multiverse of Madness and I paid for it. I watched it once though, and I paid once. I paid once for No Way Home. I paid once for No Way Home. I did pay for No Way Home. I paid to see Shang-Chi. I paid for Eternals. I shouldn't have. I saw Black Widow for free. I kind of wish I did pay for that one because I did like Black Widow. I did slightly like it. Yeah, you know. Yeah, I'm gonna just stop financially supporting the MCU in general. I'm just done with the MCU. I'm not giving it no more money. I'm not giving it no more money. The MCU, they don't need my money no more. But Deadpool 3, that shit finna get my money. They bringing back Wolverine, guys. They're bringing back Wolverine. Piracy. What are you talking about? No, I have movie passes. I got movie passes. Yeah, I got movie passes, guys. So I can watch the movie for free in theaters with my movie pass. Yeah. So yeah, 911. I will be watching this in theaters with the movie pass. Wink, wink, wink. I appreciate that. I'm actually Latino, but I still organize my stance on. Oh, now it all makes sense. RJ supporting this because Namor is. I'm just joking. I'm joking, y'all. I'm not. I was just joking with RJ. But yeah, the trailer, it's fine. It didn't. Like I say, I'm not. It didn't really move me. I do think the teaser trailer was better than this one because the music and stuff. The music of that first trailer, like, oh damn, that shit got me going. This is more of an official trailer. The trailer you gotta drop an official trailer, but I still think that teaser trailer was better than this trailer here. Felt more emotional and all that. What up, Zill? Wait, where's Zill? Everybody saying sup, Zill. I don't see Zill in the stream yard thing. Well, Zill's in here. What's up, Zill? Yeah. Yeah, and that's where I was like, just call him Atlantean. I really feel like they changed it because I'm not saying. Well, I feel like Aquaman was the blueprint. Not saying they're the same exact culture, but I'm noticing some similarities. Because for Jason Momoa's Aquaman, he brought some of his own culture into the character, and I see that Marvel Studios is doing that with Namor. Aquaman, they're running with Atlantis, and MCU, they want to do something different from that, like a totally different name for the underwater world. I really feel like they just want to do something different from, you know, Aquaman. Even though I think they should just fully embrace calling it Atlantis and all that and stuff, like embrace it, call it Atlantis. I mean, if people start to go like, oh, they're copying, like, well, I mean, read the comics. They're both Atlantis. Like in Aquaman, it's Atlantis, and in the comics with Namor, it's Atlantis. It's both Atlantis. So people start comparing and saying shit like, oh my gosh, you're just copying DC, or DC is copying Marvel. Like, they both have the same thing in their comic. But I just feel like they want to do something different. I'm not a huge fan of them changing Namor's culture with another culture, but it's whatever. Cause I don't love Namor that much. I got Jason Momoa's Aquaman. The real Submariner, the real one. Yeah. Oh, that too. This mutant shit is getting confusing. So the actor confirmed that Namor is a mutant, right? Which is how he's a mutant in the comics. But the mutant gene is still not like active in full. It's not here yet. I don't know. It's weird. It's weird. Because all this stuff makes sense to have it here if you have the mutant gene like in full effect and all these mutants are popping up. I really feel like that theory of the mutants have always been here and Professor X is here and he's hiding all of them. Literally, they're all in hiding. might be true, because if they're already confirming mutants are already here and they haven't, waited until bringing the X-Men yet, that has to be it. Because like, you can't have all these mutants just running around and the mutant gene is not in full effect. So I'm really thinking that theory of the mutants always been here might be the case. Even though I think that might be not the right way to do it, I'm really feeling that is the way they're going to do it. I hope it's not. Preferably, I want them to multiverse, like merge it, and you bring mutants from this world into this world. Two planets merge, and it makes a new world, and all that. That's what I'm hoping for. Yeah, which is true. I'm just saying that the mutant gene is like it's a mass thing that exists. That's what I'm saying. Like Apocalypse, mutants been around for a long time. Like, you know, like they've been around. It's not just like a couple mutants. It's a worldwide thing. That's why I'm wondering, if are the mutants already here, or are they just just saying, all right, this is a mutant, this is a mutant, and once they get to Secret Wars, they fully merge it all. As I think they should have introduced mutants as a whole before starting to introduce these little hints of mutants. That's what they should have waited on that. Like Kamala Khan, they still should have made her Inhuman. They should have waited. They should have waited, because they can't do anything with the X-Men until like 2025, after the rights are completely over to them, especially the casting rights. So we should have just waited to introduce the mutants. It wasn't this soon. It didn't need to be done this soon. Literally could have waited until after Secret Wars to start introducing mutants. Marvel's taking a big W. Marvel's taking a big W. Man, Marvel's taking L's. Let's not forget who had the best year so far. Who had the best year of content so far? The Batman, Peacemaker, Superman and Lois season 2, Stargirl season 3. Oh my gosh, these 4 so far is better than every MCU product this year. And if Black Adam drops, oh shit. Well, Black Adam is gonna drop, but when Black Adam drops, damn shit, MCU, y'all better watch out. I better watch out. The only contender that the MCU got for us this year is Wakanda Forever. That's it. But y'all don't got no T'Challa in that movie, so it's like shit. Which y'all really got. But nah, we Gucci, bro. We Gucci over here. We Gucci over here at DC. We coming out with the better content. And we dropped the Batman. The Batman's better than every. Nothing in the MCU is better than that. I'm sorry. We win. It's over. It's over. It's over. We win. Hey, Miss Marvel changed from an Inhuman to a mutant, so I don't know if Namor's origin is even still intact. Yeah, like I said, I think they should have introduced the mutant gene as a whole before starting to introduce mutant characters. Because now it begs the question, like, where's all the mutants at? Because it's not just a specific, like, regular people have these abilities. What's good, Vishen? Copium? Nah. DC fans, we are thriving. We're living life. Our King David Zaslav is making big changes. When I utter that name, David Zaslav, it literally pains my heart when I have to utter that man's name, David Zaslav. Ugh. But hey, you better give me my Superman movie I need. Give me Superman, bro. Wakanda Forever looks like it might beat the Batman. It might beat the Batman. RJ is right. Nah. Like I said, the Batman already got better. The cinematography in this trailer, average. The Batman cinematography is already superior. We won. We already won. We win in casting, cinematography, score. if Kendrick Lamar's not coming back to do the album, like this Black Panther 2, I don't know about that. They better bring back Kendrick Lamar to do the album too. He better come back. At least I can have something to bump, after this movie comes out. Yeah, Superboy, look, as much of a fan I am of DC, Zaslav, he's taking L's. He's taking L's. He's done nothing but cancel, and not produce. Mind you, he can't produce it until 2024. But if this man don't got no DC shit coming out in 2024, I'm about to be on his ass. I have a feeling BP2 will be the most divisive. Oh yeah, it is gonna be. Like, this whole thing is divisive. I mean, it is gonna be divisive. No matter what, it will be divisive. Like I said, we're dealing with the death of a black. We're dealing with the death of a black male actor, right? And it's going to be touchy because we have seen time and time again how a bunch of black entertainers get mistreated even after death, like whether they be used or just some fuck shit happens. Like, we see it with all our black rappers who pass away. We see how the treatment of their art. We see the treatment of their art. They release those posthumous albums talking about this is the artist's full vision. This is his full vision, when that's bullshit, because like, he's not alive. So how do we really know this is his full vision? What if he wanted to change something? What if he wanted to edit something? They're just going off of what they think his vision might be. And they put it out and it's really not that good. They just it doesn't help the legacy. It just hurts it. It doesn't help the legacy. It's like and they want to profit off them so quick. Like, make that quick profit. Cause they know the black community is going to turn up, and they know the black community is going to turn up. We're going to give them all our money because one of our people in our community have passed away. Like, they know how to use Black Death. They know how to use it. I don't even think they did with I think Michael Jackson is one of the few black entertainers that didn't get no bad mistreatment of his like legacy when it came to releasing music and stuff after. I think he was Gucci. They came out, the Michael Jackson This Is It movie came out, which was really good. I love that movie. That movie was fucking dope. But nah, I think Michael was good. Aside from people still slandering him about the whole if he touched kids or not shit, which was happening when he was alive. I'm not talking about that. But I don't think from what I remember, I don't think Michael after his death was handled poorly when it came to the public, I mean, This Is It. That wasn't really nothing that hurt his legacy. It actually was a good thing that came out. Superboy giving it to you, Dots. Y'all need to be scared for Black Adam. Pre-sale numbers ain't looking good. Man, RJ, we good, man. Look, we good. We good over here. Black Adam's gonna do. Look, I know how people feel about Dwayne as an actor and stuff. Like I said, Dwayne to me is not the best actor in the world. He's definitely a star. He can definitely bring people in. I just know this. Dwayne, even in the movies that I don't think are good, like Hobbs and Shaw, that motherfucker can get your ass in the seats to watch that shit and have it come back with a lot of money. Jumanji 1. I didn't go support that Jumanji movie because the only Jumanji movie I recognize is Robin Williams' Jumanji. That's the only Jumanji movie I mess with. And you look at what Jumanji 1 made. That made a little over 900 something million. I don't know how that movie made that much money. I don't know how. I do not know how. But we know it was definitely had to do a lot with The Rock. I was not going to support that, even if The Rock was in it. Like, nah, I only mess with Robin Williams Jumanji, but he does make bank. He does, even in his weakest movies, that he does make bank. I don't know how, but he does. But I think that's because people love The Rock as a star in general. Like, he's a star. May not be the best actor, may not be the most versatile actor, but he is a star. He has a presence. But now we Gucci RJ. He's gonna bring so many people in. Michael Jackson's innocent. At HBO documentary Leaving Neverland is some BS full of lies. Oh, I agree. Michael Jackson is innocent. Michael Jackson is innocent. That's what I believe. As a black community, want to see T'Challa live on, man. Like, come on, you're doing a disservice to Chadwick Knopf's character. Do you agree? Oh, hell yeah. Hell yeah, they are. Like I say, and we're gonna head up out of here after this. $10 years. 10 years I waited. 10 years I was hoping. 10 years I was wondering. Just hoping what we could have got. And Marvel Studios said, hey, man, you think you're going to get this? Nah. I'm going to give you this. You waited 10 years for this. Yeah, beat his ass. Yeah. Bitch. Oh my God, this is beautiful. This is beautiful. It's not beautiful for Hulk. It's beautiful seeing Thanos beat his ass. That's it. This is the last time we saw Hulk. This is where his character died. This is it. This is the 10-year arc we got of Hulk. I sat through 10 years of this bullshit, and T'Challa can't even get 10 years of his own arc. What the fuck? God damn. That's the last time we've seen Hulk. He's dead. He died right there. This is the Hulk's body. He's dead. It's over. He's dead. He's gone. That is it. He's dead. It's after 10 years of that shit. T'Challa can't even get his 10 years. It's bullshit. Antonio said, K-Dot, did you like the Infinity Gauntlet comic? I like that comic. I like the comic. You know, mind you, we couldn't get the exact, you know, the exact like comic script, you know, story, not page by page into the movie, right? Because there's a lot of characters they couldn't use yet and all that. But I like the Infinity Gauntlet comic. I like it. I mean, I like in the comic that instead of Thanos ended up being the villain, you know, he is the villain, but he ends up working with the heroes to stop Nebula because she does the snap and all that. I like that story. I like the story. I think it was solid. It's a good story. Honestly, I still think they should have made Thanos a simp. Like, still make him a simp, but let him be a savage simp because he was a savage simp in Infinity Gauntlet. I think he should have been a simp in the movie. Like, let him simp. You know what would have been a perfect? It would have been so perfect. See, make Thanos a simp in the MCU. Make him so tight that we all envy him. We all envy him. And it'll expose the simping in all of us. I'm a simp. I'm a simp for my lady. I'm a simp for my woman. Yeah, I'm a simp for my woman. But Thanos, he just like me. He's simping for his lady, you know, his Lady Death. It wasn't exactly his lady. He thought that was his lady. But, you know, he just like me. He is simp too. It would have been heavily relatable. Only difference is I'm with my girl. Thanos isn't with his girl, so that's the difference. Nah, I'm joking. All right, y'all. We about to head up out of here. Thank y'all for watching. Nicki Minaj's Mr. Jeff would have been thick ass bones. Thank y'all for watching. Go for that peace, love, positivity, and all that jazz. Don't do drugs.
Thank you all for watching. And like I always say,